Now, last week, many of you will know that from the insurance registrations report we got, NIO sold, or NIO had a total insurance registrations of around 4,300 in total, which included NIO, ONVO, and Firefly. I think Firefly came with 500, ONVO came with 1,200, and the rest was the NIO insurance registrations. Now, the reason why I'm telling you, or I'm taking you back to the insurance registration, there is a rumor that confirmed exactly the breakdowns from that insurance registrations for the NIO main brand, right? To say that how many cars was NIO having as insurance registration per model. And something that is making me to do this video is that there's something that just happened last week, right? In terms of the numbers, we have got a new model that took, or that overtook, the ES6 as the and it took the top spot for the best selling car last week. ES6, you'll know that it has been a car that does so well onto NIO. A lot of the consumers are buying it, which makes it to be the top selling car. Last time I checked, 40% of all the NIO sales since inception were sold by the ES6, right? Or came from the ES6, which shows you of how this model is doing, or how well this model is doing for NIO. But recently, what we've been seeing from 2024, mid 2024, in fact, we've been seeing the ET5 Touring sales catching up or getting close. Not ET5 mid sedan, the Touring version. They've been catching up, and apparently last week, as seen on the screen, the Touring version sold more than the ES6. Have a look there. These numbers are unauthorized. This is a breakdown, right? These are still rumors, but you will notice that the ET5 Touring had 890, followed by the ES6 with 870. Can you see what's happening there? 890 ET5 Touring, 870 ES6. This is something new, but we always knew that there will be a point in time where there will be a switch between the ET5 Touring and the ES6, because a lot of people, especially ladies in China, the model that they love the most under NIO, it is the ET5 Touring, which is why the Touring has been doing so well recently. I mean, 890 for the Touring, 870 for the SUV ES6. This speaks volumes of where this model is at when you look into NIO's total deliveries. And something very interesting is that, remember, when NIO was making this Touring version, they were not making it for the Chinese market. They had the European market in mind. And to see this model doing so well in China is just so amazing, man. And when I saw this, I thought I'd come and tell you that, look, we might be seeing very soon ET5 Touring selling more than the ES6. And I'm not saying it is going to dethrone the ES6 forever, but I'm saying it might be, sometimes we might see the ET5 Touring selling more than the ES6, which is just so great. Otherwise, looking at the other models, you'll notice that the ET5 mid sedan had 320. Something to note with the ET5 mid sedan is that 320, they sold more than the, of course, EC6. EC6 usually sells more than the ET5 mid sedan. EC6 usually is sitting on the third spot most of the times, and seeing now, of course, also a changeover from the ET5 mid sedan. It's something that is good. Maybe it's because the orders, most of the orders that came in towards the end of the month, as these models were launched end of May, are of these two models. But all I'm saying is that here the numbers are saying this, and like I said, this is not confirmed by NIO, but these are still rumors. ET9 sold 100 units last week. ES8 sold 90 units last week. ET7 sold 34 units last week. Then you've got EC7 that sold 12 units last week. ES7, I don't think it did not make it onto this list, and which is why you have 8 models in total, excluding the ES7. ES7, it is the model that has been struggling quite a lot under NIO, and one would not be surprised if they did not get even a single sale last week. But the good thing is that NIO is busy revamping these cars, these models, and hopefully it gets to also recover the sales of the ES7. It gets to be refreshed and it attracts as many people or the consumers in China as possible, right? So I am happy, man. Though honestly, between the two cars, in terms of who I want to do well is the ES6. ES6 because of its price. Remember the ES6 starting price in China is around 368,000 RMB, whilst the starting price of the ET5 mid-sedan and touring it's around 298,000 RMB. So yeah, of course I would like to see ES6 selling more because it gets NIO a good average price if when they are averaging out the figure for the total combined monthly sales, which is a good thing. In terms of revenue also it gives NIO more revenues, which is always good. And ES6, you will know that NIO said that in terms of the gross margins, they are getting over 20% gross margins on the latest upgraded ES6, and they are also getting even way more than 20% from the EC6, which these two models when they sell, well, it's always good for NIO. This is something that we need to also look at it in that way, right? But of course it's always good to see the ES6 of the EC, the ET5 Touring, ET5 mid sedan gaining a lot of attraction in China, right? And hopefully when other products also get to be launched, we see a shift in terms of these other cars also gaining a lot of attraction and selling pretty good decent sales. In Q4, NIO is targeting to see their main brand model selling around 25,000 cars. And also their family-oriented brand, they are targeting 25,000 cars. And what will make that one possible? You will know that for the NIO main brand, there's still the ES8 NT 3.0 that is still expected to come in Q4 and deliveries. Then on ONVO side, there is still the L80, L90 that are still going to be officially unveiled, and hopefully they take ONVO to the next level in terms of deliveries, which is something that we look forward to. So I am happy, I am excited. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. It takes me some time to make these videos, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up if you enjoy the content that I give you on a day-to-day. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. That's all from me, my dear friends. Please do enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you on the next one, and God bless you all.